Thanks for joining us for this episode of Cannabis Tech Talks, brought to you by Polyscience and Summit Research. We're here at MJBizCon, recording from a really cool stage of this massive show, and I'm sitting down with Angela Mustone, founder of HighOnLove. So HighOnLove is CBD wellness products, yes. And I'm super excited to talk about them. I have some myself, and they feel great, but also they're woman-founded, which I'm always proud to support. So how did you get into this space and the cannabis sector?
I basically started the brand in 2018.
Okay.
I'm from Canada, so we're federally legalizing cannabis. So I was like, oh, let me look at this industry. And my background is cosmetics, but I was also in the adult space selling adult toys. So one thing led to another. I was like, okay, let me do something like with sexual wellness.
Yeah.
What I did was on a weekend, I was with my boyfriend. I combined one of my stimulants with THC, tried it. I was like, oh my God, I love this.
Yes.
I have to take this to market. So I came up with this name called HighOnLove. I was like, oh, that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Trademarked it. And then I saw what was out there in the space. I was like, who buys this stuff? It's so ugly. It didn't appeal to me as a consumer.
Okay.
So I want to create something that took the stigma away from cannabis. I want to create something that was so beautiful and luxurious and premium that basically took it into mainstream. And yes, of course, I still want to sell my products in dispensaries and all that, but I also want to attract a market that is not the typical quote-unquote stoner.
Yes.
I'm looking at a whole different demographics. You know, I'm looking at a demographics that, like, I look at myself with my age group that wants luxury things. We work hard. We want to spend money that is, talks to us. So I just basically did a lot of research, and I was basically, wanted to, make something that was, gorgeous. Now I'm at a point where I create my own molds, my own packaging. I have my own full-time chemist.
Wow.
Yes. So
there's a lot of science going into this.
There's a lot of science, but there's a lot of basically, in terms of, I create something from A to Z. There's a lot of thought process behind it. Like, why bring this to market? Who am I going after? So there's a lot of basically research that I do, but not research that it's like I have this whole focus group.
Yeah.
No, I just look what's out there in the space, and I don't like to follow what everyone's doing. I also like to, let me do something that's different.
Yeah.
And hey, I'm not going after, looking at the show MJBiz, I always say I want 20% of the market. I'm not looking for 100% of the market.
Hey, that's a great goal, though.
Yes.
And what I like about the products I've experienced of yours is they come in these like dusted glass almost. Yes. They feel premium, and the result is like this super silky luxury skin feel. Are you doing exclusively CBD? You mentioned that your inspiration was THC.
So I basically do have hemp seed products, hemp seed oil, CBD, and THC.
Okay.
I have 3 versions of my brand. It all depends on where you are in the world if you want to buy the products.
Okay. That makes
sense. Now, I did say Canada federally legalized it, but it's ironic. My THC stuff, I don't sell it in Canada.
Oh, really?
I only sell hemp seed oil.
Okay.
Canada federally legalized it, but unfortunately they went a little too far, and it's almost like pharma. The regs are so strict.
Wow.
That I couldn't create something that was so pretty and luxurious. It had to be like a pharmaceutical product.
Okay.
So I sell my hemp seed stuff in Canada, and in the US I sell my CBD and I sell my THC in certain states.
And you also still sell, you mentioned that you were in the adult toy.
Yes.
And you still offer those
Yes, I
products
still
with
offer.
HighOnLove.
Yes.
So how do you see the intersection? What is that intersection between cannabis and sexual health, sexual wellness?
Because the thing is, there's still, in terms of the sexual space right now, since COVID, sexual wellness products there's been a boom in the industry.
Oh.
So you look at retailers like Nordstrom's, Sephora's, they're getting into the sexual wellness space as well. And, with the CBD part, the cannabis part, I just think that it's like, okay, you know what? It's very hard in terms of marketing, in terms of, listen, Meta, Facebook, Instagram does not love our brands, right? Because it's very hard to market it.
It is.
But again, going after those big box retailers, that it's like, hey, you know what? When you're in Sephora, when you're in Nordstrom's, that it's like, it's a bit more easier in terms of marketability. So getting the brand out there. So
how do you feel cannabinoids in general, CBD or THC, how do you think they amplify the sexual experience?
Basically, they increase the blood flow.
Okay.
So that's what it is. And of course, listen, I mean, when it comes to HighOnLove, I created a brand for fun in terms of, being decadent, and it's like a lot of women come to me and it's like, oh, I have pain and discomfort. And I always say, listen, I'm not a doctor, but yes, I know my products do help women that do experience discomfort, do have pain during sex. And you know what? I'm very happy when, I have women come up to me and tell me, you know what, your product really has given me a sex life again, has saved my marriage.
Yeah.
I've had so many couples come up to me and thank me. So, and it just really, it's nice. It's very gratifying and satisfying. So
I imagine. And I suppose it's different. It's not sexual, but I would think about something we wrote about in a recent issue was suppositories, an emerging market segment. And I feel like people are learning the value of combining medical applications and CBD and cannabinoids in novel ways.
For sure. And suppositories, I have to say, for myself and for HighOnLove, it's not a space that I will get into because, again, it's a bit more on the medical side, and it's a bit, and it's not sexy for me. What it is.
There's not much sex about that.
Exactly. There's no sex appeal.
Yeah,
so, quite frankly, I'm staying away from suppositories.
So what do you see as the future for HighOnLove? What are you excited about coming out next?
Basically, I want to come out with, more gift boxes, of course, like with the holidays coming.
Yeah.
I want to have more package more of my products together and have more gift boxes and value sets, etc. So there's a lot of, in terms of, I also want to get more in the THC space and look at markets like Nevada, look at markets like New York, Michigan. So, and, basically expanding my flower as well. So, and I'm working on my own clones.
Oh, wow.
So to have aphrodisiac terpenes. So I just that's really for HighOnLove where I want to, expand. I registered my products for the European market.
Awesome.
So I am in France. We are in the UK.
Are you seeing a lot of interest in those markets and this kind of product?
Very much so. I just did a show in Germany. This was a month ago in Hanover, Germany. So there's a lot of interest, especially, listen, you have Germany, they're we're gonna recreational, soon. Right now it's for medical use, but there's still a huge market, so very exciting things to come in Europe.
So big expansion.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes.
So where can our listeners go to learn more about what you're doing and kind of follow your journey as you open up in new markets?
Basically, please follow us on Instagram, highonlove.official. You can go on our website, highonlove.store. And we do have a lot of, in terms of information, but in terms of fun, and just and just enjoying himself, not taking ourselves so seriously, and just relaxing and just having fun with ourselves and having fun with the products and enjoying it with yourself or with your partner.
I appreciate that. That's important. Well, I think I learned a lot, and I appreciate your perspectives. From Angela Mustone and myself, Patricia Miller, with Cannabis Tech Talks. If you enjoyed this conversation and you want to learn more about emerging technologies and products entering the cannabis space, be sure to follow Cannabis Tech Talks. We're on all the major platforms. And a special thanks to our sponsors here today at MJBiz, Polyscience, and Summit Research. Until next time, stay elevated.
Hey, hello, I'm Tommy Chong from Cheech and Chong. Wait, you didn't think people would know who I am? Durachill. This is Durachill. This is Durachill. This is Durachill. No, hey, I don't talk like that. You want me to sell this? Buy it. Try Durachill or else. If you want something really nice in your laboratory, buy Durachill. You can't go wrong.
This show was produced by Cannabis Tech Today and Pretty Easy Podcasts. Go to prettyeasypodcast.com now if you're looking to get professional production help on your own podcast at an affordable rate. Pretty Easy Podcasts, making podcasting pretty easy.